before I decided to give my life to Jesus Christ, I was living a life just with zero purpose. And I just felt shameful. I was sinning, and I felt like I was in control, but I had nowhere to go. I graduated college, with no direction. I didn't know where my life was going. I didn't have a plan. I know now God has a plan, but I felt like I was in control then. And about a year ago, about March 2017, and I was still living that lifestyle, but in my mind, I got to a point where this is enough, I gotta change. And it was one night, back then in March, it was in a bar, and I met this guy, Francisco, a Hispanic guy, and he was wearing Chuck Taylors. And we were talking, I said, where are you from? And he says, LA. And I'm from California too, I'm from the Bay Area. So we made this connection, and we were just talking, chopping it up, and it was cool, just, having a connection with someone, where I'm from, kinda, and he pops the question, hey, have you found Jesus? Do you know Jesus? And I said, I grew up going to church, but I had not found Jesus at the time. So I said, not really. And he says, you really need to. And he mentioned SouthGate Church. And he mentioned Pastor Kevin, and he said, you gotta hear this guy preach. It was a Saturday night, and he said, come to Southgate Sunday morning. And so I did the next morning. I did not see Francisco, and unfortunately I never saw Francisco again. But when I came into Southgate, I just got the sense of community. Everyone came and just, hi, how are you? What's your name? Just welcomed me. And PK especially came out, reached out to me. And in the next few weeks, PK, he invited me, to talk about Jesus, talk about God, talk about, all that. And it was the first time in PK's office. The problem was my life before, it was lacking a lot of things, but one main thing it was lacking was love. And I knew God had this abundance of just powerful, amazing, so much love to give, but I didn't feel like I was worthy. I felt like a sinner, and I felt like it was holding me down. And PK was in his office that day, that he let me know that when God put his son on the cross, all my sins were just lifted, they're gone. And I didn't know how to believe that when PK told me that. It was just an awakening. Right then and there, I confessed. I gave my entire life to God. And now my life has purpose. So much good has come since then. Since then, I got a new job working on the other side of town in Fort Collins at the Family Center, La Familia it's called. And I'm working with underprivileged children. And it's just amazing every day. The smiles on those kids' faces. Since then, I went online and I applied to CSU. Got accepted. I know that's God's grace. And now I'm a college kid again. And it's kind of funny, I'm 34 years old, but it feels good to be on that CSU campus on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. It's great. God has given me this opportunity. I'm a drummer, and I didn't do anything with music. Now I'm part of the worship team. And I feel so good going from being at rock bottom, pulling myself all the way up. God helped me pull me all the way back up, and just this new life now, I am so excited because now I can just sit back. Before I tried to take the wheel, like I'm in control, and it was just this road going sideways, and now I'm just sit back and enjoy the ride because I know God has a plan, and all this already that I've received after giving myself to walk the path of Jesus is amazing, and I can't wait for what's left. And I just want to get on my knees for this last part because God is so good. And it's interesting because before I gave myself to God, I couldn't sit on my knees. I couldn't do it. Now, God, thank you. I'm so excited, so just ready just to live this lifestyle and I know it's not going to be easy, but to follow the path of your son, Jesus Christ. And I know the future is going to be amazing. Thank you, God. My name is Ted, and that's how I got saved.